Okay, Kelly, welcome to lesson 100. I honestly am not really sure why they made this a lesson because they really could have just put this into another lesson. This is going to be like the easiest, oops, I dropped my marker. The easiest, shortest lesson ever. Okay, so here we go. Use it as a good review, use it as a day to where you can kind of like solidify understanding other things. Okay, we just need to solve for P. Well, remember that the rule for solving for P or for any letter is that you get it by itself. Well, in all three of these examples, the only thing that's keeping it from being by itself is this little square thing. So I'm going to tell you what's the opposite of squaring something is taking the square root. That's all you need to know for this lesson. The opposite of squaring something is taking the square root, okay? Square root is this thing. So if you take it over here, you have to take it over here, okay? Then the other thing that you need to understand is that the answer is this then. P equals, what's the square root of 16? 4. But you can't just say 4. You have to have plus or minus 4, okay? So it's either positive 4 or negative 4, but we write it like this. Plus or minus 4 is your answer. Why, Ms. Cheska? Why would you say that it could either be positive or negative, okay, which we call plus or minus? It's because of this. Think about it. Positive 4 times positive 4 equals what, Kelly? 16. Negative 4 times negative 4 equals what, Kelly? 16, because two negatives equal a positive, right? Okay, so it's going to be either way, it's going to be 16, so you have to tell me that your answer is positive or negative. There's actually two choices there. We know that there's two choices because there's a 2 on the P. Okay, so that's always going to be your answer. When you have these square things right here, and you have to take a square root, your answer is always going to be positive or negative, okay, or plus or minus, we call it. So if we want to get this 2 off, we have to square root over here, so your answer is P equals plus or minus the square root of 41, because you cannot simplify the square root of 41, okay? K is going to be square root, so it's going to be K equals plus or minus square root 13, because you also cannot simplify square root 13. And that's your lesson, okay? So look at the practice. Honestly, Kelly, let's not even stop the video and tell you to do it, because look at the practice. P squared equals 169. Well, what's the square root of 169? 13. So it's plus or minus 13 is your answer. B is plus or minus the square root of 23. C is plus or minus the square root of 14. That's it. That is your lesson in less than 3 minutes. Enjoy. Work on understanding the other concepts if you're a little confused. Take time to ask me questions. You can tell me anything that you need to send me. I need to send you a different video on, okay? But hopefully that'll help you get started on your lesson a little bit faster today and be done and move on to other things, okay? Bye, Kelly. Have a good day.